Gary Fiormonte. And right alongside, driving a brand new automobile, the number 37 from Windsor Lock, a fast improving driver. He's aboard the Pryor Brothers Fabrication, Hinckley Motorsports Specialty Automotive entry. It's Les Hinckley.
Another outstanding rookie driver will be starting next, driving car number 22. From Enfield, Connecticut, the Enviro Temps, First Choice Delivery, OFR Engines, Evergreen Tree Service number 22. From Enfield for Craig St. Germain. Scheduled to start next to him, driving car number 73. It'll be car 73, the Roy Rogers of Manchester, Z28 Camaro. From Springfield, Massachusetts, the number 73 for Sonny Fuega.
Going next on the field, driving car number 10 out of Enfield, Connecticut. It's the Porter Chester Institute, Enfield Nissan Pontiac, Vassar Landscaping, Trans Am for Rich Vassar. And scheduled to start right alongside, driving car number 13 out of Glastonbury, Connecticut. It's a Dr. Phil Schiff, law offices of Glass, Leibowitz, and Dubois, Aladdin Refinish in Lumina. Would you please welcome Jim Bamfield?
And Jim, delighted to have Dr. Schiff on hand watching the races for the very first time here at Riverside Park Speedway. And he won his qualifying heat, so putting on a good show, showing the doc he has good eyes out there in front.
That's right.
All right, starting 7th on the field, it will be the 09 of Jay Miller of East Granby, Connecticut, and the Brightside Incorporated Artery Chevrolet Spring Clean Monte Carlo. And our driver, car number 09, Jay Miller. And right alongside, it's the number 77 machine. Popular competitor from Tolland, Connecticut. He drives the Wellington Pizza, Cummins of Connecticut, Space Fitters Incorporated machine. It's Jeff the Hornet Horn.
Next starter will be car number 0 out of Ellington, Connecticut, the Performance Off-Road, Stafford Auto Recyclers, Horsepower Engineering Lumina. Car number 0 from Ellington, Connecticut for Jeff Connors. The man that owns the real estate and more here at Riverside Park Speedway. He is the boss in the Riverside Motorsports, Cliffs Auto, Snap-on Precision Automotive, Monte Carlo. From Agawam, Massachusetts, car number 11 for Ed Carroll.
Going 11th on the field, driving car number 37X out of Leominster, Massachusetts, driving the Gary's Lawn Care, Banner Mass Signs and Promotions, Crawford Group, Power Miss Fuels Grand Prix for Fran Jr. Colson. And scheduled to start right alongside, driving car number 17. He is the current point leader out of Agawam, Massachusetts, driving the Riverside Parks, Cliffs Auto, Snap-on, Precision Automotive, Monte Carlo for Eddie Carroll.
A long-time competitor and a good one is next in our lineup, starting 13th from Southampton, Massachusetts. It's the Wagner Rug, Wing Construction, South Hadley Fuel Thunderbird for John Lobo, car number 30. And with John, certainly one of the most popular and talented drivers in this division, he's aboard the number 29 from Belchertown, Massachusetts. It's the Yankee Energy, Serve You Discount Automotive, Willie Wheels machine for Barry Gray.
The Make-A-Wish Foundation, FBN Security, East Coast Racing Engines number 21 is up next. Out of Windsor, Connecticut, car number 21, another outstanding rookie for Jeff Burrell. Next we go to car number 42. He's been the victory lane and he is one of the guys to beat in this Pro Stock division. The Porter Chester Institute, Bradley Romani and Precision Automotive, Summersville Auto, number 42 from Agawam, Mass for Tommy Fern.
Starting 17th on the field, driving car number 5 out of Orange, Massachusetts, driving the Marquis Solomon Mobile 9 Service Center, Joe Bean Auto Body, Horsepower Engineering Grand Prix, defending champion for Tom Carey Jr. And right alongside, driving car number 16 out of Enfield, Connecticut, driving the Enfield Ford, Scarfos Pacurun, Coombs Dental Center, Thunderbird for Bennett Fuller.
And next, a longtime competitor here at Riverside Park Speedway, and certainly a very talented one. He drives the number 2 machine. From Weathersfield, Connecticut, it's the Enviro Shield PM Automotive in a flash photo processing machine for Jim Mavlajanis, car number 2. And right alongside Jim, the beautifully prepared and well-driven number 12 is next in the lineup from Vernon, Connecticut. He's aboard the Quinco Racing AAA Aircraft Supply, Pinella's Plumbing and Heating Machine. It's Doug D'Alessandro.
Matt Power's beautiful new race car will be starting next. The Signature Central Vac, Lyman Company, Comfort Footwear, Expertise, Bristol Signs, number 01. From Thomaston, Connecticut, it is Scott Booley. And scheduled to start scratch in the competition. He'll be driving car number 8 out of Meriden, Connecticut, the Town and Country Spirit Shop. Sponsor wanted Thunderbird from Meriden for Bruce Childs. That is your starting lineup. The drivers get strapped in, they connect the radios, and in just a moment we'll give the command to start the engines. The distance in this feature event, brought to you by HBC, Budweiser, and John Heyman Law Offices, will be a distance of 40 laps.
Ducking in past the tower. The field will tighten up, and then attention will turn to starter Billy Dunn. Here they go. They wind them up, head for turn number 4, and we are underway.
Oh, problem right on the start there. The 37 of Hinkley made contact with the 18 of Fioramonte, but we stay green as they work down the backstretch. Now the 73 of Fiega has suddenly slowed. Everybody's going to have to take evasive action as Jeff DeHorn and Horror will try to make a move to the inside. Now he'll make that pass as they come down the front stretch.
Fiega got on the binders to avoid contact as they went 3 wide. Now it's Hinkley leading the way off turn number 4, but now Vassar makes the bid for the number 2 spot. Vassar coming off a good run last Saturday, looking to do it again this week. Caution is out as a machine spins up in turns 3 and 4.
Cutlass is now, he'll head to the center of the infield and probably head into the pit area with that machine.
Long way to go in this one. Hinkley, your leader, has to set the pace. Gary Fioramonte in the 18 looking not to get snookered, and here they come, and we're back underway.
Well, Hinkley will power car number 37 right out in front. Here comes Rich Vassar down low to take a peek to the inside of Fioramonte as they work down the backstretch, side by side, the 2 battle. Here they come off turn number 4. It's going to be Hinkley, Vassar, Fioramonte, and Miller. And here comes the 22 of St. Germain working on the outside. He got a little bit high there. That could open up the door for the 0 of Connors as they work down the backstretch. Further out back, car number 42, Tommy Fern trying to slice and dice his way up to the front, as well as the 30 of Johnny Lobo and the 16 of Bennett Fuller as they work down the backstretch. Here comes Vassar now, going to take a bid for the lead, but he'll have to tuck back in line. Once again, Vassar trying for that number 1 spot. Hinkley's tough on the outside. Let's see if Vassar now can work that inside. Here he comes off turn number 4. The 2 are side by side. It's Vassar trying to go for his first win in a pro stock here at Riverside Park Speedway.
And he is looking good right now, continuing to inch up on Hinkley. And when they hit the line, Vassar will have a slight lead. Meanwhile, Miller and Fioramonte continue the battle for the number 3 spot. Jeff Connors right behind them in the 0 car. Kim Banfield looking very strong in the 13, holding on to that inside groove and trying to work his way past Craig St. Germain in the 22.
Well, deep in the back, trying to make his way to the front is car number 5, the defending champion, Tom Carey Jr. is now, he'll shift lanes and trying to work down on the low groove as he tries to take a spot away from the 37X of Fran Jr. Colson. But back up front now, it's Rich Vassar in command in car number 10 as Hinkley is glued to the back bumper.
All right, it's Vassar still doing a good job, and now 10 laps gone by. A long, long way to go, but they click by quickly under green flag conditions. Hinkley racing his way back. He's not giving up. Here he comes, trying it again. Miller and Fioramonte, lap after lap, side by side. They are waging a great duel there. Now, the 01 of Scott Pooley breaks away from some of the competitors. Here he comes, the inside of Ed Carroll. Back up front, Miller and Fioramonte still side by side as Connors is trying to find some racing room to get past them.
Bit of battle shaping up for that 5th spot between the 0 of Connors and the 18 of Fioramonte, but right behind them it's the 22 of Craig St. Germain. But here comes car number 13 of Jim Banfield as now he'll try to take the low groove off turn number 4. Back up front, it's still car number 10 of Rich Vassar in command, but here comes Les Hinkley in car number 37 to try to take that lead back from him. Fran Jr. Colson spins on the front stretch here. This could be a problem as the leaders start to come down. Everybody's going to try to take evasive action. And thank God for the crew members on the radio telling their driver that you have a car that spun right in front of the start-finish line.
Absolutely.
A lot of nice bright colors. Look at car number 12 of Doug D'Alessandro, beautiful prepared race car, as well as the 01 of Scott Mooley.
right, we are ready to roll them one more time. 14 laps in the books, so third 26 laps remain.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what kind of a start we're going to get. It looks like it's going to be not a good one, but we get the green flag. Is Rich Vassar jumps right back out in front. Here comes the 0 of Jeff Connors now trying to reel him in. Oh, problem on the backstretch. Fioramonte and the 16 of Fuller came together. Is now Fioramonte will retire to the center of the infield.
Jeff Connors took advantage of that bobble by Les Hinckley, who just was caught sleeping. And now runs second and challenges for the lead. Here's Connors to the inside of Vassar.
Well, Connors was quick in practice today, and now he's going to try to work to the inside of Vassar. Let's see if he can make that move stick when they come off turn number 4. Is Vassar also having a great run here tonight?
2 good weeks in a row for Rich Vassar. Very good run for him again tonight, win or lose. But Connors is coming on. Jeff looking for his first win. And he's getting closer and closer to the top spot.
Also trying to make their way up. It is car number 13 of Jim Banfield as he'll work past the 09 of Jay Miller.
Tom Ferd coming on strong too. He took advantage on that restart.
Well, when they come down to the stripe this time, it's going to be 20 down and 20 to go, and there's definitely a good battle for that number 1 spot between the 10 of Vassar and the 0 of Connors. But starting to close in, he's currently in 4th, but it's car number 42 of Tommy Fern.
Bruce Childs moves out of the way and lets our leaders go on by. Hinckley holding on to 3rd, but here comes Tom Fern. A 42 moving quickly. Now Eddie Carroll gets into the picture in the 17 car. Fran Coulson and Childs both out of the race now into the infield.
Further on back, car number 29 of Barry Gray. With a battered race car there, he's challenging there for a position as he tries to work to the inside of Banfield. But back up front, a definitely great battle for that number 1 spot between the 0 of Connors and the 10 of Vassar. Then it's Hinckley, Fern, and Carroll.
An excellent battle going on between these two. And we've got 16 laps to go. Now Connors up side by side with Vassar. Here comes his bid. Off the turn they come, both slipping and sliding just a little bit. Vassar by a half a car length at the line. Great racing action, folks. This is what it's all about. Neither one giving an inch. Fighting clean and fast.
Also starting to come on pretty strong, it's car number 5 of Tom Carey Jr. As now he tries to make a move to the inside of Banfield. Can he make the move stick? No, not that time. He'll have to fall back in line. But coming back down to the line, it's car number 0 of Connors and the 10 of Rich Vassar battling for that number 1 spot. But in the meantime, while they're battling, you got the 42 of Fern starting to close in, as well as the 17 of Eddie Carroll.
Wow, this is something else. Connors just a little bit sideways, and that enables Vassar to get a little bit of a cushion for himself again. Now Fern, running 3rd, will close in, and Eddie Carroll will be right behind him. We have a dinger of a race going here. Now comes Fern to the inside of Connors, trying to make his move there. So Connors not only has to worry about getting that lead, but be concerned about Fern and Carroll right behind him.
Well, I'll tell you, Fern is real smooth as he came off turn number 4 to try to slide that 42 to the inside. As him and Connors put on a great battle, but now here comes the 17 of Eddie Carroll. He's going to shift to the outside. He's going to try to take Fern and Connors all in one shot, but he can't quite do it.
Fern gets a nose inside Connors. Here comes the bid for 2nd place by Tom Fern with 9 laps remaining. Vassar holding the lead, but look out behind him. Boy, they are going after him.
Here comes Shep the Hornet car number 77. He's going to try to work to the inside of rookie contender St. Germain off turn number 2 to take that spot away. Here comes Fern once again trying to work to the inside of Connors to take that 2nd spot away, but he can't quite do it.
What a fight Connors is putting up. A real good effort by Jeff in holding off these 2 heavy hitters. Doug D'Alessandro now out of the race.
And I'll tell you, Raleigh, Rich Vassar putting in a great performance here tonight in that Enfield Nissan Pontiac. Caution is out as Jeff the Hornet Horn suddenly slowed between turns 3 and 4. Now he limped 33 laps. Show on the Winston Racing Series scoreboard with Rich Vassar your leader. Second is the 0 of Connors. Third is the 42 of Fern. And fourth is car number 17 of Eddie Carroll. And having a great run is car number 37 of Les Hinckley. Here they come. Green flag is out. We're back underway as Vassar leads them down. They work off turn number 2. It's Vassar, but here comes Tommy Fern trying to take over that second spot from the 0 of Connors. The two starting to battle side by side as Fern tries to get up within striking distance. Here they come off turn number 2. Who's going to have the advantage when they work down the backstretch?
Here they come now, side by side out of turn 2 behind our leader, and Fern now has second place. He's got 5 laps to try to catch our leader, Rich Vassar. The Porter and Chester car doing the job out in front, but can he hold off the charge of Tom Fern? Eddie Carroll gets sideways, but somehow he holds on to his spot. A great save by Eddie Carroll. Here's Fern now, fighting with our leader. Off the turn they come, and to the line it is still Vassar. 3 laps to go. Can Vassar get that first win, or will Fern pick up number 4? Jeff Burrell, a slower car in the way, and that will help Vassar. Here they come off the turn. 2 laps to go. This will be a great finish. Meanwhile, Eddie Carroll works his way back and past Jeff Connors and into 3rd place. White flag is out. Here it goes. Rich Vassar trying to hold on for that victory. 1 lap to go. Here he goes down the backstretch. Fern looking inside. Vassar shuts the door that time. Final 2 turns coming up. We've got a car stranded in turn number 4, and there we go. It's Vassar across the line. Jim Mavlajanis going up against the wall. As we finish under caution checker, and our winner, and he's gonna be a happy man, I am sure. Rich Vassar in the Porter and Chester Institute, number 10. Tom Fern takes second, and he was right there to congratulate Vassar on his run. Tom Carey giving the high sign to Vassar too, as a result of his victory. Barry Gray came on strong in the late stages to take down 4th place. We'll have the official rundown very, very shortly, but right now, some happy folks gathering in Victory Lane for the ceremonies. Vassar still unbuckling. Rich employed in the family landscaping business. A handsome husky lad, and you'll get to meet him in just a second as Gary Danko is down there to talk with him. Victory photos first with the law offices of John Heyman, young ladies.
Well, down there in Victory Lane, we wait for Rich Vassar to climb out of his car. How about a big round of applause for his first ever Pro Stock win here at Riverside Park Speedway, driving the Porter and Chester Institute Enfield Nissan Pontiac to his first ever career win. In just a moment, we'll have a word with Rich Vassar as he works his way to the front of the car, and he'll tell us about his first ever victory. As he puts on the Budweiser hat. Well, Rich, congratulations. You know, there's a lot of hard drivers that work for victories, and I'll tell you, I don't know of a driver that works harder in this division than you do, and now tonight it all pays off as you sit in Victory Lane.
Yeah, we've been so close on so many occasions, and the magic just wasn't quite there, and tonight it was really there. And I take my hats off to these guys. They do work hard. I mean, we work day and night on this car.
I'm sure there's some people you want to thank.
Yeah, first of all, mainly I'd like to thank my crew, because without them I couldn't be out here winning. There's no way. And second of all, I want to thank Porter and Chester Institute. They've been around me for a long time, and they're a lot of support. Also, Big Mike from Enfield Nissan Pontiac joined us this year. He's just so awesome, I can't even explain it. And we have Vassar Landscaping on board, a horsepower engineer and motor, a Butch Shea Riverside Park chassis. This car's fantastic.
Let's talk about the race. You had a great car, but Tommy Fern was starting to close in. And did you see on the final lap that Jim Alvajonis into the Armco barrier there?
Yeah, I saw Jim, but I knew they wouldn't throw the caution, so I had to just stay right hammered down, and hopefully things cleared. They did. We went right through. Tommy drove me good and clean, and I have to thank everybody here. That's all.
Okay, Rich Vassar takes down his first ever Pro Stock win. How about a big round of applause for this driver? Let's send it back upstairs.
Well, no question about it. A very popular victory, too, for Rich. The choice of world champions and Budweiser Beer, our sponsors of this evening's race program. Well, finally on the agenda tonight, and boy, we've had plenty of excitement already, and we know there's more to come with the running of our modified feature over the distance of 50 laps. Here's a quick rundown now of our official finish for the Pro Stock feature. In addition to Vassar taking the win, it was Fern finishing second in the 42, Eddie Carroll third in the 17, then the 29 of Gray, the 0 of Connors. Hinckley finishes sixth in the 37, followed by Lobo in the 30, the 13 of Banfield, the 22 of St. Germain, and 10th place to Scott Booley in the 01. And it was the 11 of Ed Carroll, followed by Carey in the 5, the 09 of Miller, 16 of Fuller, 21 of Burrell, 2 of Mavlajanis, 77 of Horn, 12 of D'Alessandro, 73 of Viega, 37X of Colson, the 8 of Childs, and the 18 of Fiermonti. That's the story on the Pro Stock feature.